Right, so we are now going to put in B, and B is, if you guys remember, it is, close the- B is V naught sine theta. So we just need to know what is V naught. V naught is all the way over here in A. It's our initial velocity. And then we're going to multiply this times sine. This is sine, yes. S-I-N. S-I-N. There's our function right there in the middle. And again, we don't want to use angle in degrees. We want angle in radians. So you might be tempted to go ahead and do angle in degrees, but don't do that. It's going to be angle in radians. And then we have C here. So C is, it's going to have to be found, but right now we're just going to guess it. So I'm thinking that it's going to be around 12 centimeters. So that needs to be 0.12. And it's going to be positive. And let's look at the logic here. If you look at the negative sign in front of the displacement in the y direction, you have your negative sign here, and then you have the y displacement. The y displacement is going to be negative as well. So negative times a negative is going to be a positive. And let's go back here. So we have C. So now we just need to calculate time. And time is going to be the quadratic equation. So this is equal to, and I'm going to make these parenthetical statements, or let me give you a good insight, some good insight here. When we consider what's in the numerator, it's actually in parentheses. And what's in the denominator is actually in parentheses. What that means is we need to perform the calculations before we do any kind of division. So let's go back here. And we know that the first one is just a negative B. So here's B. It's going to be E2. What am I doing way up there? This is going to be the time of flight. Maybe that's what I meant to do. Time. So the time of flight is here. And I'm just going to say that this is equal to, put our parenthesis up here first. It's going to be a negative B plus, that's going to be our first solution, plus the square root, that's QRT, plus the square root of a number. And that number is B squared minus 4 times A, where's A? A is right over here, it's in D2, times C. And where is C? It's F2. So we're going to go ahead and close that. A parenthetical statement. And then we're going to go ahead and close the outer one because all of this is in the numerator. So now we want to divide the numerator by 2 times 9.81. So let's just go ahead. No, times A, sorry, times A. Just go ahead and close that parenthesis. Actually, there should be a parenthesis before this, so let me just delete this one. And let me move this over here. So we want a parenthesis there. Then we want one at the end. Okay, just hit the check mark, and you'll see that we have a time of flight here. And I should say that we're using the plus sign here. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to fill, that's one solution. And I want to go ahead and make this a minus sign.